So I had to shoot this video. I haven't even took a shower yet. I just got off work. But this dude called me and he tell me it's a client that I had that I fixed his credit. He told me that he just went and paid today 20 grand cash money for a vehicle. And he was celebrating. And he was like, man, it's all thanks to you, man. So I just want to say thank you. And this, I say, bro, don't put that on me. That was a dumb move, bro. Don't put that on me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You made that decision on your own. That was not a good investment. That's a liability. That's not an investment, man. And so he was kind of took back. So I had to break it down to him. I say, man, if your mind was set on spending 20 grand, you should have at least turned that 20 grand into 80 grand. I say, if not that, you should have invested that 20 grand. I say that, bro, like you ain't learning nothing. And so I had to break it down to him. It's simple. If it was me, if you would have came to me with 20 grand cash, obviously, if you spent that on the vehicle, that can't be your last. You didn't go broke on the vehicle. If you did, you a dummy. Simple. Why would you? You couldn't have went broke. You could have had some more money. You had to have some more money if you couldn't afford to spend 20 grand on a vehicle. So I told him this. I say, this what I would have did, man. I would have took that 20 grand. I would have went to Bank of America. I would have gave them that $20,000 and got me a secure credit card. I would have took that secure credit card and I would have went to Plastique and I would have liquidated that secure credit card. I would have took that 20 grand that I liquidated and I would have went to Chase Bank and I would have did the same thing. I would have gave Chase Bank 20 grand and got a secure credit card. I would have took that secure credit card and I would have liquidated that secure credit card and went to US Bank or Truist Bank and got me a $20,000 credit card, secure credit card with that. Now, I got 3 secure credit cards, $20,000, right? So I would have set back and I would have paid the interest on that money. I would have paid the little interest. I mean, I could have worked something to where I didn't have to pay that interest, the same method that I told you, that you change the statement date, you change the due date on your credit cards, and you just pay one off with the other. And you could have did that little play, or you could have just paid the interest. You see, and I mean not the interest, but the minimum payment. You could have just paid the minimum payment. That's like $200, and that $200 goes back to your credit card. So it's not like you paying that money and it's not being put on your credit card. You just paying your credit card. That's the minimum payment that you have to pay. That's 1% of $20,000. So anyway, you got 3. You let that season for like 10 months, and then 6 months. I'm sorry. And so after that 6 months, what you do is you take the Truist or either the US Bank, whichever one you use, you take that $20,000